This animated story comes from Gabon and is adapted from a true story. Love bound by supernatural pacts may seem enchanting, but betraying a spirit from another realm can lead to tragic consequences. Never toy with the emotions of those whose true nature you do not understand. Let us discover together the story of Julien, titled The Betrayal. Once upon a time, in the village of Leconi, nestled along the peaceful shores of Franceville, there lived a humble fisherman named Julien. His life was simple, his days spent out on the water, casting his nets and bringing in the bounty of the sea. The village was quiet, surrounded by the whispers of the river and the distant cries of gulls. Yet, one starry night, everything would change for Julien. As he set out for his usual evening fishing, the sky above him was painted with 1,000 twinkling stars. The water shimmered under the moon's soft glow, and as his boat drifted farther from the shore, he saw something unexpected, an ethereal figure emerging from the depths of the water. She was a woman, her hair flowing like the tides, her skin pale as the moon, and her eyes glistening like the stars above. She was a being of the water, a mysterious spirit of the river. The woman spoke to him, her voice like the soft rustle of waves against the shore. Her name was Amara, a being who lived beneath the surface, a creature of the river who had never known the warmth of the sun. She told him that she had been watching him for some time, drawn to his solitude and the purity of his heart. Intrigued and enchanted, Julien found himself falling in love with her. He knew that this love was forbidden, for she was of the waters and he was of the land. But love, as it often does, did not heed such barriers. Over time, Julien and Amara grew closer. He visited her every night, and she shared with him the secrets of the waters, treasures of the river, bounties of fish, and the wisdom of the deep. Julien's fortunes grew, and soon he became wealthy beyond measure. Amara provided him with everything he desired, and he became the envy of the village. His wealth seemed endless, and his success seemed like a gift from the waters themselves. But as the years passed, Julien began to grow complacent. The fame of his riches reached far and wide, and with it, the attention of other women. One evening, as Amara lingered beneath the water, Julien met a beautiful woman from the village, Clara. She was lively, full of warmth and light, everything that Amara was not. Their relationship grew, and soon Julien found himself torn between the woman of the water and the woman of the land. Amara, though wise and serene, was not blind to the change in Julien. One night, when the moon hung low and the sky was covered in dark clouds, she learned of his betrayal. Her heart, once full of love, now burned with fury. The waters that had once been calm now roared with rage, and the river seemed to tremble beneath the weight of her wrath. That night, in the darkness of a moonless sky, Amara emerged from the depths. She was no longer the serene spirit who had first met Julien. Now she was a force of nature, her anger as deep and violent as the waters themselves. She waited for Julien and Clara, who were spending a moment of intimacy on the shore, unaware of the impending doom. As they stood together, their hearts alight with forbidden love, the waters surged. Amara rose from the depths, her form monstrous, her fury unstoppable. In a single, violent motion, she pulled Julien into the water, dragging him beneath the surface. Clara screamed, but it was too late. The woman of the waters, in her madness, killed them both, her sorrow transforming into vengeful wrath. The next morning, the village found nothing but an empty boat and ripples upon the water. Julien and Clara were never seen again. The villagers whispered of the tragic tale, a fisherman who had once loved a woman of the water only to betray her, paying the ultimate price for his disloyalty. And as for Amara, some say she still roams the waters, her heart forever broken, her rage forever undying, waiting for another soul to betray her trust. The waters of Leconi, once peaceful, are now said to carry a warning. Never cross the boundaries of love, for those who do may find themselves claimed by the depths. The moral of this story: love and pacts with supernatural beings demand loyalty and respect. Betrayal can turn magic into a curse and happiness into tragedy. If these echoes speak to you, like, subscribe, share, and join us to our journey to discover new legend. The ancestors still speak. Be there to hear them.